Hey guys, Travis here, and it's currently 3:30 in the morning, but I feel that I need to make this video. In 1989, I was born. It was April. I was only a few weeks old, probably just a few days, and the greatest football tragedy to ever happen at Hillsborough, where 96 people tragically were killed in a crush. For those of you who don't know what Hillsborough was, it was something right here. It affected me. And what affected me about it was when you have a tragedy of any sort, whether it was an accident or whether it happened on purpose, or caused indirectly, I should say, somebody, 50% of the time, maybe even less, stands up and say, "It was my fault. I was in charge. It was my responsibility. I caused it." David Duckenfield and his assistant were in charge of the Hillsborough security, and they had no knowledge of how to run the place. And because of their lack of knowing what to do, they made very rash, stupid decisions that caused the deaths of 96 people. And the South Yorkshire police, to this day, have covered up and lied about what happened. When the police were helping people and the fans were helping people by bringing them on the pitch, the newspaper said that they were they were pickpocketing the dead, that they were urinating on the police, and they said that people were drunk. The youngest person to die at Hillsborough was 10 years old. I know in England the statutory for drinking is a little bit lower than Canada, but 10-year olds don't drink. They took blood alcohol levels of children. You do that for somebody who captain of a plane that crashed. You don't do that for a child. And in the newspapers and in the media and in the courts, these 96 people were vilified, and they were accused of a crime. Then the only crime they committed was going to enjoy a football match, a soccer match. To this day, it wasn't just 96 people that died. It was the rest of the families that suffered. People have died from exhaustion and depression and have committed suicide because nobody would believe them. Nobody would believe their story. David Duckenfield and his assistant have never been convicted of a crime. The South Yorkshire Police constantly edited police statements. In 20th anniversary in 2010, the British government finally created a panel to make sure that the crimes of Hillsborough will be answered for. And I know that the families of the victims, you may never see this video, But I want you all to know that this kid, who was born the same month that I was brought into the world, that you lost, that your families went out, that your members of your families went out. 25 years later, I want you to know that I love you, and I pray for your families every single day. I know you guys may never ever see this, but I just want you to know that all the way over in Newfoundland, in Canada, you'll hear me yell out, justice for the 96.